I've often been asked why Marcus Mack chooses to remain a regional law firm as opposed to covering the entire Commonwealth of Pennsylvania or even expanding to represent people who were injured across the entire country. The answer to that question is simple. It's effective representation. We truly want to give our clients the best representation that we possibly can. And doing that means remaining regional. We live and work in the areas where we practice law. That means that we know the road that you were injured on, probably driven it a handful of times, if not more. We're in these courthouses daily or weekly or monthly. We know the local practice, we know the local procedure, and most importantly, we know the value of claims in the area where you were injured. To pretend to be able to represent people effectively on a nationwide scale just isn't reasonable. We want to give our clients the best representation possible. And doing that, in our opinion, means practicing in the areas where you live, work, and play. There's no substitute for knowing the people, knowing the areas, knowing the quotes, knowing the locations of the injuries, knowing all the factors when trying to represent somebody effectively. And for that reason, Marcus Mack has consciously chosen to remain a regional law firm.
Some of the things we love about living in southwestern Pennsylvania is really the seasons. It's one of the only places in the world, I think, where you'll truly get to enjoy each of the 4 seasons, from the autumn harvest and the changing of the leaves through the winter and the pretty snowfall that we have in western Pennsylvania, the rebirth and renewal of spring, the flowers coming back, the birds coming to life, and then the summers, the opportunity with the 3 rivers in Pittsburgh and the number of lakes in our region that to enjoy boating activities, recreation. We're in the back door of Pittsburgh, where we have professional sports, world-class cultural institutions not far away. It's a perfect place to raise a family. Plenty to do here, and different times of year permit you to do that with the changing of the seasons and our climate that we have. It's also the small town feel of our law firm, based in Indiana County with offices in Altoona, Johnstown, State College, and Du Bois. These are smaller communities where you can really feel like part of a family, not like a number in a bigger corporate system. These are small communities. You run into people at the grocery store, or you go out to eat, you run into people that in these small communities. And that's very important because it's a great place to raise a family. It's why we choose to live and work here and to serve people in this region, because we love Pennsylvania.
If you've been injured, you owe it to yourself to do some research before you hire a lawyer or a law firm to represent you in your personal injury claim. After all, you only have one opportunity to make a recovery for all of your injuries, pain and suffering, lost wages, and other damages. And believe it or not, the lawyer that you choose can make a huge difference in the value of your claim. Why? Because the insurance companies make book on different lawyers and law firms. They know whether a law firm will go to court. They know whether a law firm will spend the money necessary to properly position the claim. They know if a law firm focuses solely in the area of personal injury law. So really, you should do your research, check out lawyers, check out law firms before you decide which one to hire to represent you in your personal injury claim. So what makes Marcus and Mack stand out from the crowd? There's certainly a lot of lawyers and law firms out there advertising for personal injury law and advertising that they practice in this area of the law. Well, at Marcus and Mack, our size and our compassion, our caring, our empathy, and our financial resources set us apart from the other law firms. We're not small. We're not solo practitioners that practice in a multitude of different areas of the law. We're a regional law firm, so we know the area. It's where we work, it's where we live, it's where we spend our time. We're here every day. This is where we are. We're also big enough to go out, to spend the money, to hire the appropriate experts. We will fly experts in from across the country if they're the best experts for your case. No issue whatsoever. We will do that for you because we want to get the best recovery that we can for you for your personal injury claim. Yet we're small enough. We're regional. We're not national. We're not covering the entire state or the entire country. We will get to know you. You're not a claim number when you are a client of Marcus and Mack. We have become friends with many of our past clients, and I'm proud to say that. So do some research, check us out, and give us a call. We'd be happy to get on the phone with you to discuss your personal injury claim and what it means to you. And we recognize that you only have one chance to make a recovery, so we will do our best to maximize that recovery for you.
Our firm gives back to the community in various ways with charitable giving, and we try to do even the little things right. And all of you, I'm sure, in your own experience, have days where you have an opportunity to do good for somebody, and it always seems to come up in a way you might not expect. Not long ago, I was walking back from the courthouse, and right in front of our office, there's a phone laying on the ground. A cell phone. I picked it up. Nobody around. Somebody left it behind, and opened it up, figure out who they last called. We were able to track down the owner through the people in the call history. The next day they came into our office, picked up their phone. It's a small thing. It cost us nothing, but happy to do it. It's the right thing. Just doing the right thing. And in our line of work, we have opportunities to do that every single day, helping a person we don't even know. But that's the right thing. That's what I would want somebody to do with my phone if I lost it, or if you lost a wallet or a purse. You'd want people to step in and do the right thing. We try to do that every single day. I'm sure all of you, we're all Western Pennsylvania people. We're bred with good character and good intentions. And every now and then there's an opportunity that you wouldn't expect to do the right thing. I would encourage you to do that. It's going to make a difference, at least in that person's world.
Hi, my name is Russell Bopp. I'm one of the personal injury attorneys here at Marcus & Mack. One of the things that I find most rewarding about working at Marcus & Mack is that we're different than other law firms. If you're calling us, it's because you've been injured or someone that you love has been injured. And sometimes those injuries can be catastrophic. The part that I find most rewarding as an attorney here is that we walk with our clients from some of those darkest days through the legal process, and we can get to an end result that helps you or your family move forward and move past it. Of course, we can't take back what happened, and if we could, we absolutely would. But my job and what I find most rewarding is coming from such a dark circumstance and from injuries, and then just helping our clients through that process. It can be extremely overwhelming, and from getting that first call and then until the end of the case where we're able to get our client a recovery that helps them and helps their family, maybe it helps with their kids through college. That's the rewarding part for me as an attorney. And at Marcus & Mack, we have the time and we have the resources to get to know you as a person and get to know your circumstances so that we can best help you. We want to know those things so that we can present the best possible case for you. And having done that here at Marcus & Mack, I can say that from beginning to end, that process of walking with the client and helping them through those things, that's really just the most rewarding thing that I have found as an attorney here. If you ever have any questions about your case, if you have any questions about whether you even have a case, I'd be happy to talk with you. Please give us a call.
There's some things that I would tell a client who's had the worst day of their life, which is probably this accident, particularly if it has severe injuries or bad consequences, is focus on yourself, focus on taking care of your family, and focus on getting better. That's going to be enough of a challenge for you that really needs to deserve your attention. You need to be following your doctor's instructions and going to all of the appointments that they ask you to do, keeping up with physical therapy, whatever it is they're asking you to do that, because that's how you're going to get better and physically get back onto your feet so you can take care of yourself and take care of your family. And that's where we come in. You can, by trusting our law firm with your case, we will handle the case. We will deal with the insurance companies. We'll handle the administrative things like getting your medical records, collecting evidence like statements and police reports and photos and videos, things of that nature. You're not going to have to worry about that. We will handle that. The insurance company on the other side is out to get you. They're out to pay as little as they can to settle their claim. That's why there are tall buildings with their names at the top of them. That's why They yield profits to their shareholders. They are in the business of minimizing your claim. You don't want to be fighting that fight on top of the fight of getting your health back and getting better. We will handle the claim and deal with the insurance companies so that you can focus on getting better. Your whole world's been upended by this accident. It's hard enough from a physical standpoint. You don't need to also take on the burden of dealing with the company that's out to get you. Let us deal with the insurance companies. It's all we do every day, day after day. We've been doing this for more than 40 years now. Our law firm was founded 40 years ago. Let us handle that part. You can focus on getting better.